All right, we're here with the Canyon Ridge Riverhawks, getting ready for the 2025 season, guys. Just what's the thoughts and vibes heading into this fall?
We're ready to go. We want to attack this year, I guess. So that's kind of my approach.
Okay, so just how have you guys kind of developed that approach through this summer?
We've been putting a lot of work in, honestly, like trying to get all our dudes out there, working after practice, a lot of stuff, getting ready.
Okay, and Coach, have you seen good participation so far this summer? They said they're getting ready to work. Have you seen that from the guys you've had getting out there?
Yeah, we have, and we had a good showing at camp. We just finished our camp last week, and we answered a lot of questions that we had. We solidified some positions. We were having some battles, so I believe we're a little bit ahead of the curve than we were last year with positions, depth, and all that good stuff.
Okay, I know you wrote this down. I saw kind of looking at some of your stuff from last year too. A lot of younger guys last year getting experience. Just for you or for any of the players, how much do you think that's going to help coming into this fall? That you have a lot of guys that have got experience playing varsity football before.
So the experience is huge. Last year, I love the last year's seniors to death, but we had 11, and about really half of them contributed. So a lot of these guys were drinking from a fire hose, and they got a lot of experience quick. And not only just the experience, the magnitude of some games. The Canyon Ridge Twin Falls game. When Minico came, they traveled pretty well. So they going into this year, they'll have experience going against those big teams.
Yeah. And for you guys, what's the biggest experience, maybe coming into last year when, maybe you don't have some of that kind of varsity playing time now going into this year? Just how big of a difference does having that year under your belt make for you guys?
I think it helps a lot. I mean, reps are a really big thing when it comes to sports, just so you kind of get the hang of things. Mostly, I think it's good to kind of get that stadium pulse, as most people call it. Kind of get that out of the way, get the little butterflies kind of out of your stomach. And I mean, going in a year early, it just kind of helps with that, and then you kind of know what to expect.
And you said Grant's probably gonna be your quarterback this year. Just what have any of you seen just steps forward that he's taken for you guys so far this off season?
Well, it's been a unique experience because Grant plays a lot of sports, but he did go to camp with us during his district tournament for baseball. He did some pretty good things, but I think the most important was just meshing with the kids, with his teammates. We were pretty athletic across the board, and now they just got to mesh well together. So, we ripped the Band-Aid off and threw him in there against Jerome, and he did fairly well.
Okay. For you guys, he was talking about strengths. Just what strengths do you see for this team coming this fall?
I think our team is really fast, and we have a lot of players that can move, and then we also have really good our skill positions are looking really good this year. So I think we'll be able to score a lot of touchdowns.
Obviously, you like the speed and athleticism. I know you wrote, still trying to shore up some stuff up front. Just what are you looking for guys in the trenches for what they need to do to get you to success this fall?
We had some pretty big time players on defense last year that we lost. Jarrett Huff, who's at Carroll right now. Chris Erling, who's at Ottawa College in Kansas. They were a lot of our speed or our rush guys, and now we have a lot of a handful of depth, but not the experience. We have some kids that played JV last year that are going to play varsity this year. So we just got to figure out the rotation, which we answered at camp. But now, you always have those stragglers that you don't see them until August. So we'll see where they fit in that rotation.
Yeah, have you guys seen anyone up front that you've been impressed with or think is going to do some good things for you guys?
Honestly, I think Brenner's going to do pretty well this season, along with Ivan. They both really work really hard, I think, and they kind of put a lot out for this team. They show up and they make sure that the guys are there, and I think that's going to help us, especially going farther with this season.
Okay. And for you guys too, I know you missed the playoffs last year after being in it 2 straight years. Is that a motivator for you guys this fall to try to get back to the postseason?
For sure. I know that a couple of us, we got to go to those playoff games, A couple of us even played in those playoff games that we were at when we were sophomores and even freshmen. So we definitely want to get back there, especially since this is our senior year for the majority of us. So.
For you guys, Canyon Ridge, they've kind of been, I think, 500 or better the last 3 years or around there. So what are you guys working on to maybe try to take that next step? Because there's some stability, but how do you kind of, maybe take that next step and try to push things up a level if you can?
So I've been having to bite my tongue a little bit because I get overly excited about this group. The seniors, I was honest with them and told them that I'm kind of holding out for them this year since they were sophomores. They look after each other, a tight-knit group. So we are made up of kids, especially seniors, that are going to go play the next level. But we also have seniors that this is it. This is the last time they're going to play football. So we have a unique group, and the approach is get all those rewards. We're talking about hosting a playoff for the first time. Canyon Ridge has never done that. Winning a playoff game, getting some hardware. But now we got to wind it down and just take it one game at a time. The Canyon Ridge Twin Falls game is going to be big. We got Burley for homecoming. We were going to Minico, but right now, sole focus is Emmett.
Okay. And I know you played Emmett last year. They've traditionally been pretty strong. It's week 0 again. Just what do you, and I know last year, not a great start to the year with that game. So what do you have, are you doing anything different this year to make sure that you kind of hit the ground running when you need to?
I think the kids put in the work to do that, especially in the summer. We have focused on just readjusting our offense because, like Jack said, we're loaded at skills, in my opinion. Our defense, it's been just clicking, just like they never took, a year off. Like we picked up from last year. So what we got to do is just play our ball, And there was a little bit of a unique situation going to Emmett. All 3 games in one day. They finished putting their turf in right before our freshman game. So it's kind of a cluster. And this year they're coming here, and we're experienced. A lot of senior experience.
And for you guys, just hear him talk about he's been holding out, he's been expectations are high, but maybe not trying to say as much about it. Just how much you guys embracing the fact that expectations are high and you guys believe in what you want, what you can do this year.
I think we've known that we have a good group since our freshman year, and so since this is kind of our last season, guaranteed we're going all out, and that's the focus mainly.
Okay. I know last year you guys came in here with some cheerleaders, some other people, just kind of emphasizing, the party. It's a show on Friday night. Is it the same kind of attitude for you guys this year?
I believe so, but most importantly, I do believe that everyone's kind of looking at football this year because they know the talent that we have, the expectations that we set. So I tell the boys every day, football is the first sport that is going to be played this year at Canyon Ridge, and we just had to set the tone. The freshman game kicks off at 2:30, and then we just play three games straight after that. So it's there, but now we have a little bit more responsibility that we have to shoulder.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Well, thanks for coming out today, and best of luck with everything this fall.
Thank you.